Hello and welcome to Martha Allen Speaks. And today we're talking about the love journey, our love journey, your love journey, the love journey roadmap, which is now on Amazon. Today we're talking about what are some of the common challenges that couples face. And we'll talk about at least three of them. Uh, Couples often struggle with communication breakdown, financial stress, and different goals and values. So, when you are a couple and you find that your relationship is breaking down, this is whether you're married or you're a serious committed couple, then it's time to take a break and discuss the issues. Many times, people walk around with uh, attitudes or negative behavior in a way of responding to their spouse. However, instead of getting upset, get results. You get the results through working on your communication issues. Because if you do not work on your communication issues, these communication issues could lead to misunderstanding, resentment, what and frustration. If there's financial difficulties, it may create even more tension. And these days, we have to look at relationships and couples a little bit different than we did 20 or 30 years ago. Many couples are both bringing in an income, whether they're working inside the house or outside the house. Many couples are working together on a job or career together. Many couples are sharing the child rearing. Many couples are sharing the home caring and concern of how things get done in a home. Because both parents are working or both parents are bringing in an income, therefore, you need to work together and understand that things are not necessarily the way it was when your parents were bringing you up as a child. So there has to be some mind shifts, some game plans to navigate the future. Women are not necessarily just having children and staying home doing nothing. Many women want to succeed in their own right. And they also want their man to succeed in their own right. Now, if you're not married and you're contemplating marriage, then you need to sit down and have this conversation and share with each other where do you want to start, whether you want to start talking about how you're going to uh, plan your marriage, what you expect to go on financially in the marriage, what you expect to go on with decision making. If you talk about these things before you say I do, then you may have a successful financial future. If there's any issues of finance, as far as a person already having certain uh, equity built up in their home or in their business prior to marriage, then discuss these things. Seek marriage counseling and get things in writing. This is not to take away from one partner or the other, but a prenup is to protect both parties. and therefore make sure that it's clearly stated in the prenup on how you plan to move on, providing your relationship reached that point. However, we're looking to be a successful couple, a successful marriage, and that comes with open communication, open financial information uh, on how you all will work your finance, or if you're already married and you're having clashes on someone saying, "This is my money," and the other person saying, "This is my money." Find a way that will work for both of you. And my experience is that if a couple is having financial issues about whose money is what, then it should be a clear plan written out stating that a certain percentage of each person's income will be going into a fund account that will take care of the bills and all of the household expenses or family excursions. All of this needs to be put in account together. I do think a woman should have her own account if she wants to go and buy something personal or feminine, or she wants to surprise her man with a new teddy or something. Or if a man wants to go and have a beer with his friend, he shouldn't have to come to his wife and say, "Hey, I need $10 so I can go have a beer." No, he should be able to tap into his personal account to do the things he needs to do, or tap into his personal account if he wants to buy his wife a beautiful gift and surprise her. A wife or female in the relationship should have her own money too. She might want to go and have lunch with a girlfriend. She should not have to always go to her husband and say, "Oh, I need $50 because we having lunch," and have to give and count for every penny. That also causes friction in a relationship. So, and if you have a stay-at-home wife or mate or spouse, then don't devalue them if they are doing the requirements needed to take care of the family. It's very important that the house is clean, the dishes are done, the food is kept, clothes are washed. And yes, even though you work, you should share in these responsibilities, especially if you're taking care of one, two, or more kids. It takes a lot uh, to raise a family these days. It takes, because the family and the way the world think of what a family should be is different. The way you provide for your family is different. The decisions you make may be different than your parents made. And if you grew up in a family that was abrasive, that does not mean you have to be abrasive. So financially, work together and maybe have three accounts: one for her, one for uh, him, and one for the family income. Now, you can find out more about this in my book, The Love Journey Roadmap. Now, I would like to talk about married couples. Now, just because you made these decisions in the beginning to work together and to invest together and buy a business together and grow together, and somewhere down the road, one of the partners decide they no longer want to participate. They're not doing anything wrong. They just don't want to participate anymore in making these decisions and working together financially. And that could bring a lot of hardship to the relationship. So work together, find a way to work in each other's comfort zone. If that means working together by talking about it and then coming back, if it means both people going separately and challenging the problem at making a list and coming back and discussing it to reach a solution that will help or satisfy both parties one way or another. That's another way you could do it. Because even though you married and you'd have done all of this planning and your mate said he's gonna be there or she's gonna be there for you and y'all gonna grow this business together, and then 10, 15 years down the road, your mate drops the ball. That could be very stressful. 10 years down the road after you invest in this business, this growth, and your mate no longer want to participate in those decision makings to help the family financially grow. It could be a very hardship on the couple, as well as the person that's not making the decisions. Because then they fear that, will this person leave me because I'm not making these decisions right? It's something to think about. However, if you reach that point and you don't want to lose all you have invested, I strongly suggest that you seek counseling. Because over time, people change. Now, you have to understand when you marry a person, you marrying them as you meet them, you marry them when they turn 20, you marry them when they turn 40, you marry them when they turn 50. In other words, you and they are marrying you at these stages too, meaning that they have to understand that they're going to be with you through these stages and you be with them. If it's teamwork and you're working together, then you have a greater chance of growing together. And finance can cause a rift in a relationship even when both parties are making a substantial income. So it's very important that you come together if you're married and reevaluate your financial plans and work together and creating new plans or revisiting your plans at least once or twice a year, because financial situations shift, jobs changes, careers grow, business open. It's so many things that may be happening in your life that it may deem that once you came up with your first financial plan, that you revisit this financial plan yearly. So today, this is our video on relationships, on how to handle your financial plans when you're single. Then discuss them if you are engaged to be married. And there are several things you should discuss. And I've made it easier for people to kind of do an overview of some of these things so they understand how their life will unfold. And number one, work on your direction, meaning talk to each other about your career or financial plans in your career and what direction you would like the family to go. And this is for both parties. This is important even if you are single and engaged or if you are married. And revisiting these issues are extremely important to assure that your relationship is financially strong. Until later, this is Martha Allen, speaker with Love Journey, and have a great day. And we look forward to sharing with you in the future.